All right, Leo. The chess queen, trust and strategizing, and then you have yang, which I have not seen yet. This is the masculine principle here, but it's also about taking action. But with the chess queen, I've been kind of going back and forth with this. So when you look at strategizing, that is you like planning your next move for sure, right? And playing the game of chess, so to speak, with your life and decisions and things like that. But when you look at trust with this, it's not about you strategizing, it's about you allowing the divine to align things in such a way that you know when to take action. And that's basically what this is coming down to. I would like to think that it is in your hands and that you have a good strategy, but it's not your strategy. And that's the thing. That's where trust comes in. So it's a little bit different. But like I said, with yang, you're talking about the masculine part. All right, so you have your yin and your yang. It's not about being receptive. It's about taking action towards something, but you need to trust that things are being lined up in such a way that it's for your benefit, but that you will also know when to make the next move, right? But it's not bad. It's just that you're going to have to be ready to take action when, those doors open up, so to speak. Now, with Moonology, though, for a lot of you, it's about healing. So the balsamic moon, time for healing, it says when one is healed, all are healed. So this to me is basically coming down to you need to heal yourself first. When you do that, it'll allow other people to go through the healing that they need to go through as well. But it says it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. And it says, think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. But it starts with you, right? So if you're dealing with a difficult situation with people around you or just one person in particular, you have to heal yourself first before they can realize that, there is healing available to them as well. I think is basically what this is coming down to, but healing is going to be important. All right, Leo, here's your overall. The Knight of Pentacles. Now, I don't necessarily feel like things are not going anywhere. I kind of look at that as you need to stay the course. So slow and steady, right? But I still see the Knight of Pentacles as a good thing. It's just about being methodical in your movement. Now, some of you, could be being a little bit stubborn, possibly. But because it's the overall, I don't want to say that things are moving slowly for you. I think it's just, they're not going as quickly as you would like them to. But I don't necessarily, like I said, feel like this is about a situation that's not going anywhere. Now, in the past, the wheel. So this is definitely something coming back around with the wheel being in the past. But, again, right, up and down. You're either up or you're down here. But with the Knight of Pentacles, as long as you kind of stay with where you are trying to go, there's no reason why the wheel shouldn't be turning in your favor. Now, this could definitely be about an opportunity that's going to be opening up for you. Or something from the past that's going to be coming back around. Hopefully here in a favorable way. Oh yeah. Yay! I don't get to see this one often as the main energy, and it's beautiful. The Ace of Cups. And again, right, just stay the course. The Ace of Cups being in the present. This is going to be a new beginning for you that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. And, the other thing with the Ace of Cups besides love is, a better spiritual connection, right? Where there's more trust and more faith. And then I go back to the Chess Queen, right? But for some of you, absolutely, it may have to do with love. But it's the beginning of something that can make you very happy. But you got to stick with it, right? Especially if it's an opportunity coming back around that you may have missed out on in the past. Oh, Leo. Let me just say that a lot of people will never experience this. Or they think that they never will. Okay, so let me explain. When the Ten of Cups shows up, we're talking about overall happiness, a new beginning that's going to lead you to the happily ever after. Some people will say that this is a facade, that sometimes, things are not exactly happy. But the thing is at one point it was. It's just that sometimes we would rather focus on the pain than actually look at the beautiful fucking things that we have in our life. This is going to be a huge reminder here for a lot of you that if things are really good, be grateful for it and stay the course. Don't let anything throw you off the path. Even if things are moving very slowly, you're eventually going to see really good growth. And with the Ten of Cups, you're going to reach a place of overall happiness. This is perfect. So for a lot of you, it's going to be a new beginning to bring more love, more emotional fulfillment into a family situation, right? Good opportunities may be coming to you right now, especially financially. It may create a really good situation for your family. You know, things are really good. There's this beautiful new beginning. It all looks really good, Leo. But, you know, I look at that Ten of Cups and I think, hang on to that. You know, because we are looking at an ending, right? That's the cycle of our life. Beginnings and endings. But there are too many times when people experience the Ten of Cups and they look at it like, oh, that was just such a brief moment. I don't see that as overall happiness. You can't discredit it because it didn't last forever. You know what I'm saying? All right. But beautiful. It's beautiful, Leo. Look at it. Your best path to follow, the Four of Wands. Stability, right? Building your life. Taking a new opportunity here to possibly, you know, build your life with someone in particular. You have this beautiful family situation going on with the Ten of Cups, or you're just really, really happy in future conditions. But I also look at the Four of Wands and I think you're going to need to give yourself some time to celebrate it, right? So the Four of Wands, when you look at it, it is about celebration, but it's because we've reached an accomplishment. Look at what we have built. And that could be together, you and someone that you are with, or with a family member, right? Whatever the case may be. But it's worth celebrating, you know? It's so good. It's so good. And it happens quickly, very quickly. So the Eight of Wands. And, you know, in terms of communication, I've always said that when it comes to the Eight of Wands, I don't ever see this as face-to-face communication. Now, for some of you, if you're looking at like actually buying a home or something here, this is going to be really good communication just between the two that is going to open up this opportunity. You know, so it may be something that you may have felt like you missed out on in the past. Now, for some of you, straight up, it's going to be about a new relationship that's going to make you really happy. For some of you, you're just renewing that emotional fulfillment within your family or within a relationship. You know, whatever the case may be, though, looking at the Eight of Wands, it's like, here's this opportunity, here's this communication. You know, things are going to be a little bit slow moving, but you're going to need to get things lined up and ready to go. And again, I go back to strategizing here and trusting, but being ready to act, especially with Yang being there. Man, oh man. Okay. Your hopes and your fears, the angel of the night. Now, I look at this, especially in terms of communication, as some of you may have been in a place where you're just like being kept in the dark. I don't know. I don't have the answer yet. I don't know. But this card is saying that you're going to be brought out of that. You know, so if you've been in a dark place, you know, this is you coming out of it for sure. But I also look at that as far as a fear and think you can't slip back into a dark place if, you know, things don't exactly move as quickly as you want it to. The communication may be really quick. You may need to act really quickly on an opportunity, but stay the course. That's what I keep getting from this Knight of Pentacles. You know, because look at it, it gets you to the Ten of Cups. But this is coming out of the dark about something. And then coming out the Six of Pentacles. I love it, Leo. I think it's a beautiful reading as long as you're willing to, you know, be open to receive something here, or as long as you're willing to give what's necessary to create, you know, a balanced situation. So much like justice here. The Six of Pentacles is going to be about making sure that things are equal. So equal give and take, absolutely. But I also look at this as needing to be open to receive something, but then also, you know, you needing to be willing to give the same amount back, right? Now, and again, like cash flow, financial good news that may be coming through, especially for those of you who are looking at buying a home. If you're not in a relationship at all, it's still going to be a place that makes you really happy, right? And this is something that you may have to act on quickly, even though things are not going to progress that quickly. At least take the initial action. But then I also look at this and think we need to get things lined up. But this may be something that you have been kind of waiting for some time, but you've been in a place where things have not been clear. So I look at that and I think that for a lot of you, this is definitely new life that's happening here, right? And I'm going to say it for some of you, babies, maybe, possibly. But the sun is really about, breathing life back into something. It's feeling good, having new energy, feeling young again, right? But also being shown something very clearly. The problem is that you may be questioning, how you feel about it, or you may be looking at it like it's a facade. But it's not. God damn it, it's not. When the Ten of Cups shows up, it's not. Our perception of it is what makes it look that way, but it was there. It's just whether or not you appreciated it, or if you choose to look at it, like I said before, like it was only temporary. So no, I don't see that as overall happiness. No, it was. But I think that if we're talking about communication going back and forth here, whether this is about, getting, some good financial news to buy a new home, or if it's about you communicating back and forth with someone in particular here and wanting to get something started, I think that the moon is going to be, your fears and your anxieties that may be kind of like coming up about it. And then I go back to the angel of the night, and I think that, wherever you have been in terms of the dark with this situation or with this new beginning, you're going to be coming out of it. And again, the sun is trying to show you, right? There's a reason why this is coming back around. Now, it could be that you may be confused by somebody else because they're wanting to move quickly, but they may be slowing down. But everything here is indicating that things are going to go in a really good direction. But with the Seven of Wands here, you have to be willing to fight for this, right? So despite any opposition, this is going to be about you not giving up, giving what is necessary to make sure, that things are nice and balanced. But I also look at that and think if we're talking about, who's giving, who's receiving, and who's doing what to make sure that this is an overall happy situation or that it's going to be long lasting. This is you saying, look, I'll give my part, but you have to do the same. But either way, all of this looks really good. Now, in terms of opposition, though, that could be the subconscious fears that may be going on with the moon, or anything that may be like trying to trip you up or confuse you in terms of what you actually want with this. That, or it's, I'm not going to allow this confusion to block me from having this new beginning. Because like I said, it leads you to overall happiness. It's not bad, Leo. I like it. I like it a lot. And tranquility. Perfect. These two together to me is like looking at the star. And then healing, right? So clarity. Having clarity, being brought out of the dark. Look at the sun, right? You're being shown what you need to see here. But that clarity is showing you the magic of everything that's happening. And you are going to be put in a place of tranquility. And then, no shit. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So when I look at focus on love, this is saying that you need to look at the good in everybody despite the fact that you may have dealt with assholes before. That's kind of how I feel looking at this one. But you're going to have to look to your inner strength here and focus on love when you continue forward with this. And that may just be because of the angel of the night and the moon. And some of the things that you may be confused on, you being in the dark about something. I almost kind of look at that as with the Ace of Cups coming through, like, where the hell did this come from? And if we're talking about somebody in particular that may be coming back around with that Wheel of Fortune, they may have changed. And that's why you're needing to focus on, the good aspects of them, especially if you're communicating again and having a new start. But you have the strength to follow this through. You have to. I feel like you have to. You have to see what you're going to receive out of this.